Hi, I'm Dr. Rena Azar again, and we're going to talk about Interstim again. Today I'm going to talk about what it's like when you come in to have either your initial Interstim placement by itself. In other words, you're not having anything else done with that, or you're just getting a battery replacement and or a lead replacement. So that procedure takes anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, but you do go to sleep for it. You're lying on your tummy and you'll get kind of gentle anesthesia because we're trying to elicit muscle twitches that show us that it's in the right place. We cannot put you into a deep sleep. So you're laying on your tummy, we go in, do the procedure. The benefit of putting it in while you're asleep allows us to do some radiologic imaging to be more precise with the placement of the wire leads. And we can see exactly the location of where those stimulating areas are. And then also while you're asleep, we can put the battery under your skin. The battery incision is about this long. That cut on your back is about that long, and it is on the back a little bit to the side of where I put the wires initially to do a trial of it. Remember that that battery is compatible with imaging. You can have a CT scan or MRI with the battery. In the previous models, they didn't used to allow that, but these newer models are now compatible with any kind of imaging. They also last long. These Interstim batteries last for a total of 10 years, and you get them replaced. There's a little exception to that. Sometimes they last longer if you tend to keep it on a low mode. Sometimes they expire a little bit sooner than 10 years because maybe you're using it at higher settings and it wears out a little bit sooner. So you'll come in, I will place it, you'll have subcuticular stitches, which are dissolvable stitches under the skin, and you'll have some steri strips on top. You are waterproof. You can go home, you can bathe, you can shower. Those steri strips will be removed in the office about a week later. And I actually don't spend a lot of time telling patients that they should learn how to program it because we don't generally have to reprogram it very many times for the majority of patients. So I just tell them bring the device into the office and we'll program it and change the settings. Although I do have some people that like to have that option to learn that. And so you're waterproof. You come in about a week after surgery for an examination and also determine how the device is working for you, and we go from there. So Chelsea here is going to talk about from the Interstim Medtronics folks standpoint, what she will talk with you about at the time and the day of your surgery that you come in to have that battery replaced, lead replaced, and or your initial battery lead replacement.
Yeah, so when you come in, if you're just having the Interstim, you will get programmed after your surgery in post-op. If you're having a combined surgery and you're spending the night in the hospital, I'll come back the next day. So when I see you in post-op, I will just get you programmed and I'll say, let me know when you feel that tingling, tapping, or fluttering sensation anywhere in the bicycle seat area, just like how you felt it in the trial. And so that's how I'll know where to program you and what amplitude to put you on. I'll show you how to use the device, but like Dr. Azar said, if you need any kind of reprogramming adjustments, you can just come in the office for that.
I'm going to talk about another set of patients, which are those patients that get a surgery, an anatomic repair of the pelvic organs at the same time that they have their Interstim placement. If that's not you, you can turn this off. So I just like people to be aware of the fact that I have to place that Interstim battery and lead while you are on your stomach. So we actually start out with that part of the surgery usually first. We lie you in your tummy. I do the device placement. Chelsea's there. We confirm that it's placed well, do the incision, closure, etc. Then we have to actually flip you. And then we have to make the anesthesia a little deeper. And then I have to do your procedure. So it adds a substantial amount of time onto the actual procedure. That's not a huge risk factor for most people. Most people are not a big pulmonary risk. If I feel like you're not going to tolerate the duration of anesthesia that is required for me to do both, I will let you know. But in general, it's safe. But it does add some time onto the procedure because once we flip you over, guess what? We have to prep, clean you, and redrape you, and then we restart on the other part of the surgery. And it's important to know, as Chelsea said, that she'll come the next day to program that. And that's fine. You're going to have a catheter in overnight. Nobody knows or cares how your bladder functions that first night. I've had numerous patients tell me that they were not programmed because guess what? Dr. Azar keeps people pretty comfortable after their pelvic floor reconstructive surgery. So you'll be comfortable, you'll be sleepy, and you may not even remember that she comes in, but I promise you, that she or one of her colleagues will come in and program your device and get it up and running.
We won't forget you.
That's right. We want that device. A lot of my folks have urinary retention, and I sure bet want that device working when they wake up and we get that catheter out and we're doing voiding trials. So that's a little bit more detail about the surgery and how we combine it with the pelvic floor reconstructive surgery. I hope you find that helpful.